everyone, and welcome back. And today you're cooking with love. Today I'd like to first start off by saying thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. Please feel free to like, comment, and share my videos. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you can be uploaded for the upcoming videos that will be coming soon. Today we will be cooking lamb chops and veggie pasta. So guys, what we're going to do now is we're going to clean our lamb thoroughly. And we're going to wash this meat with some warm water. And I'm just going to kind of get, just wash it, rinse it off a couple times and make sure it's clean. And then you're going to start to line it, okay? What that does is it kind of breaks down that wild taste that lime gives off. It has a particular taste, a required taste, I would say, that people know and accept. If you look at it, it looks like pork chops, but technically it has a distinct taste to it, and which is a beautiful piece of meat. If you're not used to the taste, you probably wouldn't eat it as often. So what I do is I line my meat, which helps clean it as well. And it kind of breaks down that wild taste. So let's finish cleaning our meat, and we're gonna go into our next step. Okay. So guys, as we're waiting to finish cleaning our meat and get it on to the next step of seasoning, we're just gonna continue on our journey of a topic of a positive side. And this dish, you want to make it, you want to be bold about, which is confident about what you're about to create with the dish, Be confident about how you prepare your meal. You want to be true about it and be honest about what you're putting in it and what it pertains to and why you feel that you love it, why you love it. You want to be kind to the people that choose to like it, who choose not to eat it. Let it be their choice, But for one, if you don't do anything, be yourself. Be yourself. Own up to yourself. Okay. So as we lay in these chops inside this bowl here, preparing them for to season them. So we're gonna season them. And we're gonna let them sit and rest. Gonna line them now. So this is the liming part of the meat. So where where it breaks down. It takes you have to take your time with this. For it to come out right, you have to take your time. So I'm liming this, and then I will start to season them. Okay, so I don't want to get ahead of myself. So let's continue liming them. It doesn't take that long, and that's gonna taste beautiful because that lime is just gonna help season it, wake up whatever you put on it. It's gonna also tenderize it, and it's just gonna give it a beautiful flavor. Lime is just a beautiful vegetable, fruit. Is it a fruit? I think it's a fruit. So we'll let that sit. And we're going to get ready to prepare for the next step. So now we're going to season, which I have some lemon pepper, rosemary, lemon pepper seasoning. And I'm lightly seasoning that because I'm not going to overpower that because I know that it contains some sodium in it already. Okay, I'm adding some onion powder. And this onion powder has no sodium, so you can use as much as you want of it as you want. Feel free, okay? I love onion powder. It's so good, I'm going to add some black pepper, a couple shakes of black pepper. You don't have to go crazy, but Just add some black pepper to that. I love black pepper. Does something for it. Okay, guys, so, we're gonna wash our sink and make sure we clean as we're cooking. It's very important that we cook in a clean sink and make sure we wash our hands thoroughly. When you're dealing with food, you gotta be very careful when cleaning and cooking your food, because you want people to eat your food, and it should be clean, Okay, so now we're gonna top this up and sit and kind of marinate. And while that's happening, we're going to salt our water, which is for the pasta. Okay, and now I'm ready to sear this meat in the frying pan, which I have prepared with some vegetable oil. Okay, and I'm gonna put like 3 chops. I've got like 6 chops to do, and I'm gonna put like 3 chops to the frying pan at a time. Okay, and what we're doing is just searing it on both sides to give it some texture and color. You're not really trying to fry it, not really frying it, just kind of giving it some texture. So I'm gonna add my pasta to the boiling water that I've salted already. Okay, and I'm gonna give it a good stir just so that it doesn't stick. And then I'm gonna keep my eyes over on my lamb because I don't want it to over fry. Like I said, I'm not trying to really fry it. I'm just trying to sear it on both sides and give it some texture and some color before I put it in the pan to go to its next step. Okay? So you see, that's my first set, and I'm going to add my second set of chops now. These some beautiful chops, by the way. You can go to your butcher and they'll cut them for you, and sometimes they're already cut. But I have a particular place that I love where they already have them cut for me. So that's what I choose. So I have the pasta in the pot, and I'm making sure that I stir it and make sure it cooks like in the half between tenderness of the pasta, so that I can incorporate that for my veggies. Okay. So I'm just gonna turn these chopped over, and I'm getting ready to take these out because I don't want to over fry them. Okay. So now, as you see, I'm gonna create like a little base. What I did was, as I took those chops out and I set them in a bowl, the dripping from it, I used that along with some barbecue sauce, some Heinz 57 sauce, okay? And I use like a tablespoon of each. And you can use as much as you want, but I use a tablespoon of each. Put a little crushed pepper, put a little black pepper, okay? A couple shakes, not much, okay? I add some ketchup, all right? And like I said, a tablespoon, some honey, okay? And I squeeze a half a lime into that pan, into that bowl, okay? And I gave it a good stir, tasted, and I knew that it was perfection because just the honey and the barbecue sauce and the Heinz 57 sauce combined, those sauces, you can make your own sauce. You don't even have to, it don't have to be that sauce, okay? If you know a concoction that you can put together, yeah, let's do it, okay? So I took that sauce and I based those chops, okay? And I kind of just covered them up. And I kind of like made sure that they all were saturated with the base sauce, okay? And like I said, guys, you make it your own. You decide what you like as a sauce base, and you create that, okay? Taste your food as you go, and if you taste like what you want it to taste like, that's what it becomes. So now that you see that I have those chops all saturated, I'm going to set those to the side for a minute. And I'm going to chop 2 garlic cloves, some parsley, and 1 onion. Okay? And I'm going to chop that up. And I'm going to put that inside on top of those chops. Okay, those lamb chops. All right? So as I finish with the garlic, I'm going to, and I have some red pepper as well. I'm sorry, red bell pepper. And I only use like a half of a red bell pepper. So as I garnish that pan, I'm gonna add a 1/3 cup of water. And the reason for this is to make sure when they're baking in the oven that they don't lose its juices. So I'm gonna cover it with some foil, this pan with some foil tightly, okay? So that nothing escapes and my chops can cook and tenderize, okay? And I'll put them in the oven for about 1 hour and 20 to 25 minutes on 325. So as you see here, guys, I'm washing my vegetables, which I have had sitting in a bowl with salt water. And now I'm going to scrub them and clean them to get that pesticide and anything that was on them. Anything that was on them, I'm going to make sure that I get it off. And I'm going to rinse these vegetables until the water is clear and where I feel that they are impeccably clean. It's a new thing. But yeah, you should scrub your vegetables as much as you can so that you can get everything off. At least you try to get everything off. And you kind of rinse as many times as you see that the water becomes very clear. Okay, so as you see that I am scrubbing the vegetables, I'm also waiting for this pasta. Now this pasta should be already done. Okay, so I'm going to continue rinsing these vegetables off, and they're so pretty. Oh my god! Like, I don't know who doesn't love zucchini squash. I mean, I know people that doesn't like them, but they're so good, and they're healthy and they're good for you. So I hope you guys, when you try this video, that you like it and you enjoy it as well. So as we finish cleaning them, I'm going to prepare to chop them. Okay. I'm going to dice these vegetables into cubes, bite size, so that I can incorporate it into my sauteed pasta. I'm going to put this in my pasta. So we're going to chop this all up. And like I said, you can use the vegetable of your like. Okay, it doesn't have to be zucchini or squash. It can be broccoli. It can be corn. It can be cauliflower. Carrots. Okay. And just know that I'm going to add, at some point in the video, I am going to add some mushrooms. And, normally, when you have a pasta veggie dish like this, you kind of use whatever veggies you have left inside your fridge. So, excuse me. So you make this dish, like I said, you make this dish your own. You find what you have, and you feel like you want to put it in there, go ahead. And you'd be surprised how beautiful that dish come out. So now we are almost finished with the dicing of the veggies. Okay. And why I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna have a pan which I'm gonna start so put some oil in it. Okay. And I'm gonna get ready to be these veggies to get sauteed. But before that, I'm gonna start to dice up a half of green pepper, red pepper. I have some orange pepper and an onion, and I'm going to chop that up And I'm going to saute that into a pan. Guys, I'm talking about tons and loads of vegetables. Everything that you need is going to be in this pasta dish. So enjoy it, you know. Tell me what you have. Maybe is there something that you use that I don't use in my pasta, but you find that it is a great combination. Share it with me, please. I'm willing to hear and try as well. Okay? So, as we are almost getting to the point of dicing these veggies up, these peppers. I love peppers. As you see, I can't get enough of red pepper, yellow pepper, green pepper, orange pepper. I'll use all of them. Anything I have, I'm using it. And I'm always shopping and I'm always buying them. So I'm always incorporating it into any dish I can. I love it as a garnish. I love the way it tastes, compromises complements the dish, and it gives it a great presentation. So feel free to use as much as this as you want. You know, it's no limit when it comes down to these peppers. Okay, so we're gonna dice. We're finishing almost dicing these things up, and we're gonna find us we're gonna get it in a frying pan, and we're gonna sear these sauteed. I'm sorry, we're gonna saute these vegetables. All right, and we're gonna put them in this pan, which is on medium heat, and we're gonna saute them and translucent texture, so we can release some natural flavors to incorporate the next step, which is the pasta. Oh, I'm sorry, not the pasta, but the zucchini squash will be next as we get this to the steps of the translucent stage. Okay, isn't that beautiful? Okay, we're gonna put 2 chicken bouillon cubes, okay, and 2 cloves of garlic chopped. And we're gonna add that to that sauteed vegetable, because we don't want that garlic to burn. Because if the garlic burns, it just ruins everything, you know. So we're gonna do that in the steps that I'm doing it now, because if you do it before then, it will be burned. I'm gonna add some black pepper. Okay. We got a little more crushed pepper. Okay. And that's definitely not a lot. Just to give it just a little tad bit of heat. You don't have to put it if you don't want. So now we're ready to put that zucchini and squash in. I'm just gonna throw it in there, and let me tell you guys, we're not adding anything. We're not adding any water. We're not adding any oil. We're not adding anything other than the vegetables that you see with you in front of you. Because the veggies is going to start sweating and releasing its natural juices, and it's going to start to break down. And we're going to use that broth, that juice that's going to come out. We're going to use that, which is going to be on your pasta. And we're going to lightly season just a little on these veggies, because we're going to be adding later on a little Himalayan salt, just because that is like raw vegetables. It has no taste to it. Okay, so you want to bring it up a little bit, just a little bit. I'm just going to add just a little bit. If you're not into a lot of sodium, just keep it on the light side. Okay. So I have here some garlic onion spice blend. which have some seasoning in it, okay? And that's all the seasoning of a salt base that we're gonna use. So we use the Himalaya salt and we use a little bit of the spice blend, okay? The spice blend has some sodium in it, and it's to the notch of where sodium intake that we want, okay? Sodium. We'll be adding other spices, but it won't have no sodium. So here I have some mushrooms that I just added, and we're gonna just kind of stir fry this around until it starts to continue to break down. We're not gonna let it break down too much, but just enough that we know it's done. And as we add our pasta in now, we're gonna start to just kind of keep turning it, because the veggies are now done to the point where if they cook down anymore, they won't be overdone. Okay, so right now we're gonna just kind of mix it up. It has enough sodium in it of the spice blend, but we're gonna add in some pasta herb. Okay, and in my description box, I will be putting in what's in that pasta herb, which is no sodium. Okay, we got turmeric, we got all kind of beautiful basil. We have everything in there. Okay, so looking at the description box, you're gonna see what's in those what's in those blends. Okay, so now we're gonna top that up. That's done. It's ready. Okay, so here it is, guys. This dish is completed. We have your lamb chops and you had your veggie pasta. Okay, guys, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you made your dish your own, and I hope you subscribe, share, and comment in the comment section. Enjoy, guys.